How's the story?
Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. Just making my way through. Just, yes. Ah, yes, innkeeper. Here. My good man, I require transportation to the Borgo Pass.
You're already in Borgo. This is the Golden Crone Inn.
Ah, yes, Romanian. Of course, is it? I believe there's a coach waiting for me somewhere. Borgo Pass this evening. Look, perhaps this works better.
My friend, welcome to Transylvania. I am anxiously expecting you. Take a coach from the town of Borgo to the Borgo Pass, where my carriage shall await you. I hope your journey from London has been pleasant, and that you will enjoy your stay in my beautiful land. Your friend, Count Dracula.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's written in English, which you obviously don't understand.
Margot, look at the crest. It is from... no.
The evil being, the warlock lord, the monster of the castle.
Dracula.
Dracula. Oh, Count Dracula. Ah, yes. You've heard of him, haven't you? Yes, that's why I'm trying to reach the Borgo Pass. I believe Count Dracula will have a coach waiting for me there sometime this evening.
We cannot let him go.
Do you want the wrath of Dracula to descend on us? We have no choice.
God, help him. If you must go, take this with you. You will, yes?
Really? I'm Church of England. I appreciate the gesture, but I can't. Just put me on a coach to the Borgo Pass.
Welcome to my home. Enter of your own free will.
Oh, Count Dracula?
I am Dracula.
Oh, Count, that's not necessary.
Mr. Harker, you are my guest, and my servants are no longer among us.
Oh, I'm sorry to have kept you up so late.
It was my pleasure.
I had a rather strange journey here. People reacted...
Peasants! Cowards and fools, who have learned fear over the many centuries the Turks invaded this land.
Oh, but, the Turks are no longer a threat to you today.
Not for 267 years. But there is hardly a foot of Transylvanian soil which was not watered by blood. You are hungry.
Oh, I'm famished.
I pray you, be seated. Excuse me that I do not join you. I have dined already.
Oh, Count, this is excellent. You do me honor. Oh, won't you at least join me in the glass?
I never drink wine. Listen to them. The children of the night. What music they make.
Music.
You dwell in the city, Jonathan Harker. You cannot enter into the feelings of the hunter. I shall miss this land when I move to your London.
Oh, so you intend to occupy the state?
I do. Have you the details here? Or perhaps it is too late for business this evening.
Oh no, not at all, not at all.
Forgive my eagerness, but I long for the crowded streets of London. I long for its energy, for its life, for its death, and for all that makes it what it is. Take care. Take care how you spill blood. It is more dangerous than you would think in this country.
Yes, we have located a house for you.
Yes, tell me of the house which you have procured for me.
We did our best to comply with your instructions. Here it is. An isolated place within 20 miles of London, which had not been inhabited for quite some time. Here's some plans and some Kodaks.
Kodaks?
A recent invention. Images made out of rays of sunlight, photostatic images.
Rays of sunlight? But this is not my house.
Oh yes, it's not. That's Mina, Mrs. Harker, my wife.
A beautiful woman.
Oh yes, she is, indeed, as well as intelligent. She has such strength of character, independence of mind. We are newlywed, but I shall not bore you with the raptures of a husband.
Mr. Harker, I am not bored.
To return to the estate, the house is quite big, but also quite old, medieval actually, in disrepair. It's rather gloomy. There's also an abandoned church with a graveyard on the grounds. I'm sorry we could do no better for you.
My friend, you have done very well indeed. Have I any neighbors?
Oh, you have two. One of them which is Lord Holmwood, who is actually away for much of the time.
How is it that you know this, Mr. Harker? Are you acquainted with Lord Holmwood?
Mina, Mrs. Harker, my wife, is a friend of Lucy Westenra, who is an acquaintance of Lord Holmwood.
I see. And my other neighbor?
The other is a recently formed private lunatic asylum run by a Dr. James Seward.
A house for the mad?
That disturbs you.
It does not. The weak-minded are of no threat. To the strong, they may even be of use.
Oh, well, if you are satisfied, you must only sign these papers.
I will read them. It shall be done.
The Times? The London Times.
Yes, I also have many English books here. Through them I have come to know of your great country, which has conquered so many others. But alas, as yet I only know your tongue through books and texts. Through you, my friend, I look that I know it to speak.
But, Count, you know and speak English thoroughly.
But all there would know me for a stranger. I desire that no man suspect me when he hears my words. I hope you'll help me pick up the English intonation while you are here, by talking and by correcting any error, even of the smallest in my speaking.
By correcting even the smallest error in my speech.
Ah, I thank you. By correcting even the smallest error in my speech. But in an hour it will be dawn. How remiss I am to let you stay up so late. Your bed is ready and you will sleep as long as you will. I will be away until evening, when we can conclude our business. So sleep well. How dare you touch him? Any of you? How dare you lay your eyes on him when I have no business? This man belongs to me.
Did you not say he be ours, lad, devoid of Transylvania?
Not yet. Have patience. I must see to it that our business is complete, and that no one will be suspicious over his disappearance. Tomorrow night he will be yours.
You only want to taste his love fish, perhaps? To love him. Surely we may love him. You do not understand. You never loved. You're leaving us. You can never love.
Yes, I can love. You yourselves know this from the past, is it not so?
You know only that was not his heart. The scent of his blood. Cold blood. Thirst.
I promise you, When I am done with you, you'll be yours, to kiss as you wish, and he will nourish you for years. Now go! Go!
And what of tonight? Are we to have nothing tonight?
My child has been taken! Please, give me back my child! Please, he's my only child!
My friend, you are troubled with dreams?
Yes, my God. It must have been a dream. It was horrible. It was.
You were tired, so you fell asleep. You were in a strange country, and so you had a strange dream.
I saw you and three other women. No, not women. Creatures, monsters, beautiful, thirsting
Will you not
for...
go to bed? It will soon be dawn.
I'm sorry, Count, but I do not think I could sleep. I thank you for your hospitality, but I wish to leave.
Yes, tomorrow night, when our business is complete.
But our business is complete. If you are satisfied with the house we have procured for you, you must only sign these papers. I'm sorry, but I wish to leave now.
Because of a bad dream, my coachman and horses are away.
It'll be dawn soon. I'll walk with pleasure.
As you wish. Not 1 minute shall you stay in this house against your will. The children of the night, they will not bother you?
Please, shut the door. I shall stay.
As you wish.
After all, it was just a dream. I'm sorry.
It is I who is sorry, Mr. Harker, for I could not oblige you. But there is one thing, Mr. Harker, in which you could oblige me. It will take me some time to truly understand these documents, and so our business together will take longer than I had originally anticipated. If you would write to your wife to let her know that you are well and will be delayed for a month or so that she, who cares for you very much, I'm sure, will not be worried. Write, please, now. Thank you, Mr. Harker, and sleep well.
Oh, Mina, may I dream of you. Only you.
Three boxes. There they are. Go full, Jatar. Load them up. And be careful. It says here there might be a madman around.
Right. This place really gives me creeps.
Spoke up, Jatar. You're Zekeli. Nosferatu won't hurt you. He don't touch the Zekeli. It was a coven of Zekeli witches came from his powers in the olden days. Anyway, it's daytime. He don't come out in the day.
That's what my mom always told me. But
Hey, Jatar! Get back to work.
dang, these are heavy.
And they smell like muck.
You two here to work or talk? Get back to work.
Hold on. Hey, are you alright? You're not a Zekeli. You're unsafe here.
Ignore him. Load him up.
Please, I don't speak your language. Please, take me with you. Please, I wish to leave. Wherever you're going. I have money. I can pay. Please, there's something horrid about this place.
What's he babbling about? What's that language?
English. The madman Nosferatu told us about. Get back to work.
Oh, please, listen to me. I believe he may be doing the work of some sort of fiend. He plans to go to London where I do not know what he'll do, but whatever it is, it can't be for good. Please, listen to me.
Go for it. Knock him out. Now get back to work.
Is he?
Don't worry, he'll be fine. He'll wake up about the time the sun goes down.
That building on the far ridge, it's a lunatic asylum.
You don't say.
Very occasionally, I think I hear a voice emanating from that place. I shudder to think what mental torment could rip a cry so loud from a man.
Strange neighborhood you got here, Art. You know, when we were hunting in America, it was hard to believe you were a genuine English lord. But here we are, a staying in your castle on a hill.
Hardly a castle, but the manor house does command a lovely view of this lonely stretch of coast.
Sure does. And you sure are a good man, Art, letting me stay here and knowing why I've come and all.
My dear Quincy, as I told you before and now, nothing can sever the bond of our friendship that binds us. How can I blame you for loving Lucy just as I do? Every time I see the light that seems to stream from her face, it astonishes me and think that any man could look at her and not fall in love.
You asked her to dinner tonight?
Yes, together with a friend, Mina Harker.
So we'll both get our shot.
May the best man wins.
Yeehaw! Heck of a storm, Art.
I've never seen a squall so violent on this coast, nor known one to come so suddenly.
Say, looks like there's a ship out there.
Hand me this spy glass, Quincy, would you? Great Scott!
Can't see any crew. Sails are flapping in the wind.
Helm! Look at the helm!
God almighty, the captain's left to the wheel.
The storm is driving the ship to the shore. I'm getting down there.
And I'm going with you.
Oh, that's the monster! I know what you are! You've taken the life of me, crew. You shall take my life as well. But here it ends! I'll never let this ship run short. Never! No more luck can survive a wanted. I'll take the ship down and both of us with her.
Calm. The storm is gone as quickly as it came.
This woman's dead.
And I can't find another living soul on board. What an enormous hound!
That ain't no hound, my friend.
A wolf?
Biggest I've ever seen. Look at them red eyes. Watch out! Gone. Anything else on board?
Only these 3 boxes filled with earth. According to this, it's meant to be delivered back in house. That's next to my property.
What are you gonna do?
I should see these instructions carried out. It looks as if the crew sacrificed their lives bringing them here. That sacrifice shall not have been in vain.
You're a good man, Art.
We best begin, Dad. We have guests.
out of play, Jonathan Harker.
No, it is not a dream.
We only want a kiss, Jonathan.
Oh, Mina, shall I ever see you again?
Are you hiding from us, Jonathan? Playing hide and seek? We don't like it when people hide from us, Harker. Ungrateful guess. Perhaps a punishment shall teach you. We shall find you, Jonathan. We can hear the beating of your heart. And the blood singing in your veins.
I am the valley, the shadow of death, but I fear no evil.
Carefully, my
Valley,
sisters.
the shadow of
Do
death,
not
but
talk.
I fear no
Many
evil.
years.
I am the valley, the shadow of death, but I fear... Mina!
Lucy!
Lucy.
Lucy, are you well?
I am, Mina. It's just that my spirits are all confounded tonight. Oh, Mina, I'm so excited. I must say it again. How are you, Mrs. Harker?
Oh, Lucy, I'm happy yet so anxious all at once.
Must be hard for you to be separated, just at the beginning of your marriage.
I am worried for him. I've had only one letter, a single line to say he was well, and he would be delayed in his return. For a month.
Only one letter from a newlywed husband?
It is not like him. If I do not hear soon, I shall go to Transylvania and find him myself.
Mina, I pity you and envy you all at once. I long to have someone to care for, as you care for Jonathan.
But Lucy, you do care for someone, do you not?
I do, but he has not spoken.
He will.
But why must I wait? Why must I wait for him to speak? Why can't a girl never speak? I feel what? That I want something to happen, for life to start. But nothing ever seems to happen to me.
Have patience, Lucy.
I assure you, Mina, I have more patience in me than that blasted lunatic asylum.
Miss Lucy.
Oh, Mr. Morris.
Oh, and Mrs. Harker. I was wondering if you could tell me if I was jumping the corral fence here, but I was wondering if I could have a few words with Miss Weston alone. That is, if she's willing.
Of course, Mr. Morris. You'll excuse me, Lucy.
I wonder if we might go out on the veranda.
Why, sure. Miss Lucy, I know I ain't good enough to shine your shoes, but if you wait to find a man that is, then you'll go to the last roundup alone. So why don't you hitch up alongside of me, and we'll go down life's road together.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Morris. I'm feeling quite out of sorts tonight. Something on the air tonight, perhaps.
I'm being serious, Miss Lucy. I love you. My heart and soul are at your feet. I'll be willing to do anything that I can to... You don't love me, do you?
Oh, Quincy, you're such a good man.
Miss Lucy, you're an honest-hearted girl. Tell me, like one fella to another, is there someone else?
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry.
There's no need to be sorry. I'm a hard nut to crack, and I can take it standing up. Thank you for your honesty, and goodbye.
Lucy, Lucy asked me to come in.
Yes. Yes. Come in.
Lucy,
Oh, you startled me.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be. I was hoping you'd come speak to me, Lord Homewood.
Arthur, please, Arthur.
Very well, Arthur.
Quincy told me that you'd be here. Why were you hoping me to come?
Because I feel so strange tonight. I feel like my life is on the very tip of change. And I was hoping that change might involve you.
Lucy, so do I. With all my heart. You must be aware that I have feelings for you.
And I'm very fond of you, Arthur.
Are you, Lucy? I'm so glad. You hold my happiness in your hand. I cannot imagine loving another as I love you. Will you be my bride?
Oh, Arthur, yes!
You have made me the happiest man ever. Won't you come with me and tell the others?
I need a moment. I need a moment to regain my composure. I'm so happy, Arthur, but I need a moment alone.
Very well. Oh, Lucy.
My, Lucy. What luck you are having. Twice chosen in such quick succession. Now give your blood to slake the thirst of Dracula.
Right this way, ma'am. The doctor should be back directly. I know she's anxious to see you. She speaks so highly of you.
Thank you.
I'm the doctor's assistant, Mr. Sullivan.
It's my pleasure, Dr. Sullivan.
I'll tell the doctor you're here as soon as she arrives. Hey,
No, thank you. I'll keep it with me. Is there something...
Well, there's been a strange concern spreading amongst the patients. Something has unsettled them.
I appreciate your concern. I hope I'll be shedding light on matter very soon.
Well, I'd best be back to my duties. God be with you, Professor.
God be with us all. How do you do?
May I be of some assistance?
I'm here to see Dr. Seward.
Indeed. Well, I'm her associate. How may I help you?
Forgive me, but I must consult only with Dr. Seward.
Oh, come, my good woman. No need for embarrassment. Whatever your symptoms may be, I assure you I am more than qualified to assess them. You're looking at a woman intimately acquainted with mental disease.
Please.
If I may venture a guess, a stab in the dark, as we say, lady of your years, getting a bit muddled, are we? A few cobwebs gathering in the attic?
I'm seeking no services. I'm here on Dr. Seward's invitation.
Oh, really? Strange I have not been informed of such invitation. Name, please?
It is Van Helsing, Eve Van Helsing.
It is not!
It is.
Eve Van Helsing, the Professor Eve Van Helsing.
Quite so.
How strange that the fates all cast together two such geniuses as we! Your work, Eve, and the realm of the supernatural. Uncanny.
You flatter me, Dr.
Renfield.
You have some interest in the occult?
I dabble. Tell you what, dear girl, I were you, I'd turn right round and make a beeline for the door.
And why would I want to do that?
Anyone who remains in this asylum has got to be out of their mind. Go now. Tell you what, I'll tag along with you. It was time I was moving on.
I have no intentions of leaving.
one doctor to another, you'd be a downright fool to stay. There's nothing you can do here.
I'm not a fool, and you are no doctor.
Whatever do you mean?
Let us drop the charade, shall we, my friend?
You want the truth. The truth is every moment you remain, you brings you closer to destruction. Go now and take me with you. Get out before
Eve! Thank God you're Miss Renfield.
have a pleasant stroll, Jane.
What the blazes are you doing here?
Who is this lady?
One of the inmates. Miss Renfield, how did you get out this time?
Professional secret. Looking for a way out yourself?
Miss, Eve, I am terribly sorry. This is no way to welcome you to my home.
No need for apologies. Actually, Miss Renfield has been quite engaging. She's a woman of remarkable erudition and intellect.
She is also a woman of delusion and hysteria, and one who has lately adopted the charming practice of zoophagy.
Is that so, Miss Renfield? You like to feed on living things?
I confess to certain Epicurean weaknesses.
She eats flies.
Did you know, Professor, that they all vary in flavor? The blue ones, the green ones, the golden ones, they all taste distinctly different. But the black ones, those big fat black beauties, you nip off the head and that tangy neck comes down.
Mr. Sullivan, this is unacceptable!
Ma'am, I looked in on her half an hour ago. She was locked and bolted, fast asleep, I swear.
We can't have her running off like this every few days.
Look, I walk her, I feed her, I even pick up after her, and I take her around once in a while. But this one here needs a bleeding zookeeper.
Enough, Sullivan! For God's sake, let her breathe!
She's a piece of filth. Her and her flies. Have you seen her eating on those dirty little things? What's the word? It's revolting!
You judge me, you who eat on the flesh of the dead pig, the deceased sheep, the decaying cow, all so full of corpses. You let others do the dirty work for you, do the killing, then you devour the dead. I cut out the middleman and live off the living. Life after life after life.
Enough of this, Miss Renfield. You'll have to go.
I have to go as far away as possible. Possibly throw me in a dungeon in Patagonia.
Sullivan, remove her.
Right away, man.
Under other circumstances, we could have been great friends, dear Professor. It's not just me, you know. It's all of us. We're all doomed. We're all doomed.
Eve, are you all right?
Yes, quite.
My dear friend, it is so good to see you. I can't apologize enough for this poor lunatic's behavior.
There's no need for apologies, and it's great to see you too.
I honestly don't know what's happened to Miss Renfield these past couple of months. She has never been prone to these morbid appetites or any sort of violence.
We can talk about that in good time, but first, I must need to know about your current situation.
name and I was so happy. Why am I so weak?
Lucy, you're feverish. Better get some sleep.
Sleep? No.
You do not want to sleep?
When I sleep, that's when he comes.
When who comes? Lucy, you're in Arthur's house. There are only friends around here.
Red eyes calling to me. I feel the eyes calling me all the time.
Those are only fever dreams.
Hey there, doctor. So, Mina, how is she?
Worse again. It has changed. During the day, she seems to grow stronger, but every evening, she...
Mina, please, have some rest. We've been nursing Lucy without interruption 3 days now. Please go to bed. You see the doctor is here.
Doctor? Another one?
Oh, Dr. Seward, this is Mrs. Mina Harker, friend of Lucy and mine. Mina, Dr. Seward.
Your servant, madam.
Dr. Seward, I pray you'll be able to help Lucy.
I shall do all in my power to do so, Mrs. Harker, but I do agree with Lord Holmwood. You are clearly exhausted. If you wish to help your friend, you must care for yourself. Go to bed.
Very well. Good night, Doctor. Arthur. Quincy.
Night, ma'am. So, you're the director of the loony bin? You're gonna tell us she's a fruit bat?
Quincy, really?
It's all right, Lord Holmwood. I was wondering myself why you called me in.
I've called in many doctors. They are all baffled.
Yes, the symptoms you described to me did seem very strange, but they might be the result of blood loss or the disease of the blood. I did my earliest research in such things. In fact,
What is it, Doc?
Nothing. She must have pricked herself while putting on a brooch. You see, she has 2 small wounds here in her neck.
My God!
Dr. Van Helsing, please show some restraint!
You know this woman?
She is my old friend and great teacher, Dr. Eve Van Helsing. She has been staying with me.
Forgive me. When I saw the wounds on her neck, I forgot myself.
She is the greatest doctor on the diseases of the blood. When I described the case to her, she seemed to think it very important.
Yes, it is very important. Miss Lucy, I'm a friend. Eve Van Helsing is my name. You must get some rest.
No, he will come.
He will not.
And when I wake, I'm weak, drained. Oh, why did this come upon me when I was so weak? At least if I die, I'll die knowing Arthur loves me.
Lucy, please don't talk so. Dear girl, you must sleep. These are for you.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Van Helsing.
This is not decoration, it is medicine. I'll also make a wreath for your neck. It will protect you. No one will come.
You must be joking. These flowers are only common garlic.
Miss Lucy, I don't joke.
I never liked garlic before, but there's a peace in the scent. I feel sleepy.
She sleeps. Now we must prepare for the siege. Siege?
You make it sound like we're in a war, Doc.
A war? Indeed we are. But do you know what's wrong with Lucy right now? No, not yet. Suspect strongly. I'll not speak too much right now. You must trust me.
I would place my life in her hands without hesitation.
The flowers must stay in the room. All windows and doors must remain closed. And you all must invite nothing and no one into this house until morning.
Seems easy enough.
But it may not prove so. Is there anyone else in this house? Miss Mina Harker. Her husband is away on his business. She's asleep right now. Then do not wake her. We will provide the protection. I mean it. Invite nothing and no one into the house. Not a delivery man, not even an old friend. Now come, let's seal this place against intrusion.
Lucy, are you alright? I thought I heard something.
Oh, thank you, Mina. You are a true friend. Lucy, you seem so much stronger. Yes. Yes. I feel stronger. Where did these flowers come from? You'll take them away, won't you? They were a present from a friend of Dr. Seward. Some foreign custom. I'm sure she meant well, but they seem to be smothering you. Yes. Yes. It's good to be free. You can rest now? I shall be fine now, Nina. Thank you for all you've done. I shall be fine now. You may leave. Good night, Lucy. Come in. Come in, my lord.
Now, give me your life, and I shall give you mine.
Lucy! Miss Lucy, the flowers!
What is it?
Where's the flowers? Where's the garlic? Why is the windows open?
Who are you? Did you give her those flowers?
Miss Mina, this is Dr. E. Van Helsing. I just met her myself last night, but she seems like a good woman.
Did you give her those flowers?
Yes, I did, Miss Mina, and you took them away?
They were choking her. She could hardly breathe. With the windows closed, the room was like a garlic press.
Quincy, can you fetch your fiancé? I fear there's little time.
This is because I took...
Miss Mina, listen to me. There's a struggle coming that will take all of our strength. None of us can waste our spirit on self-blame.
I don't understand.
I pray to God you never do.
I saw Quincy. Arthur should be here in a moment.
Jane, we need to take Miss Mina to a more safer place.
I can take her to the asylum. We have secure facilities there.
Yes. Pack your things and go as quickly as possible. Miss Mina, you may have to stay there for some time.
I won't leave Lucy.
Do not question me. Do not challenge me. If you care for Lucy, if you have any thought for her living soul and yours, you must go now.
Very well, Dr. Van Helsing. This once I'll trust you. Arthur, my love, I'm so glad you've come.
Lucy, you're better.
No.
Arthur, kiss me. Kiss me.
No. Not on your living soul and hers.
Go too far, Dr. Van Helsing.
Ah!
Done to her.
No, Arthur. She did right. Dr. Van Helsing, you a true friend of mine and his. Oh, guard him and give me peace.
Quickly, take her hand in yours and kiss it. There's little time. She's dead.
God, my God.
At least she's at peace now.
It's the end.
Not so, alas, not so. It is only the beginning.
Miss Renfield, there's a lady who has been staying here the past few days. A friend. She would like to meet you. I have told her that you are my most fascinating patient.
Ah, very well then. Do be so kind and give me a moment to tidy up the place. Let her in. Good evening, Miss Renfield. You're not the woman who was to marry Lord Homewood. For you know she's dead.
How did you know that?
I'm not her, but she was my closest friend. I have a husband of my own, Miss Renfield. I am Mrs. Mina Harker. What are you doing here? I'm staying here as a guest of Dr. Seward. A simple mistake. It was just that she was named Lucy, and Lucy means light. When I saw your eyes shining up in sunlight from my window. You're staying here? For God's sake, don't stay here! But why not? I have a favor to ask of you, Doctor. Doctor, I wish to leave.
You do seem improved. I will talk with you again.
I wish to leave this very moment, this very hour.
Impossible.
But I must leave. Why? I cannot tell you, I'm not my own master in this matter, but if you knew, you would have approved.
Miss Renfield, really?
Let her go.
Mrs. Harker.
I believe she's sane. I believe her conviction is firm. Thank you, Miss Parker. Thank you.
Miss Renfield, you claim to be reasonable now. Very well then. Give me your reason for wanting to leave immediately.
I cannot tell you.
Then I cannot release you.
Dr. Seward, let me go. Send me away how and where you will. Send keepers with whips and chains. Let them take me in handcuffs, but let me go. Can't you understand? Can't you see what this woman sees?
I'm sorry, I see a woman in a mad fit.
No, I am a sane woman fighting for her soul. Let me go. Hear me. Hear me. Let me go. 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 Let me go.
Doctor.
Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
I'm sorry, but I cannot
Let me
release
go.
her. I
Let
cannot
me
give
go.
good conscience release her. She would be a danger to herself and others.
I understand. Goodbye, Miss Renfield. I hope to see you under happier circumstances. May God bless you and keep you. And Dr. Seward, you remember that I tried. I tried. Very well then. Life after life, after life, after life, after life.
I swear, Dr. Van Helsing, you are the most persuasive woman I ever met. Not 2 minutes ago, we just met you, and you were ordering an English lord around in his own house. And now you got us in the cemetery where Lucy's buried without even telling us why.
There are things, my Texan friend, that I cannot ask you to believe until you have seen them.
What do you intend to do?
To open Lucy's coffin.
No, get away from Lucy's coffin. I shall protect her couple.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here, child?
Go away, or the beautiful lady won't come out.
She won't?
No, not one that's grown up so long.
And you want her to come out, do
Yes.
you?
She's so beautiful and pretty, and she does all sorts of tricks.
Tricks? What sorts of tricks?
Can't tell. It's a secret. Won't you go away?
Yes, we will soon. Won't you come a bit closer? Perhaps we can help you find this white lady.
Yeah.
Look there on her neck. They're just like the ones Lucy had.
What's this?
No, come back!
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. Darkness can.
She's gone.
We can't. We never find her in the dark.
This makes her task more urgent.
What task?
What do you make up on the wounds on that child's neck? Recognize them?
Well, whatever or whoever marked that kid, I bet the same thing marked Lucy.
You'll lose your bet, Mr. Morris.
What do you mean, Dr. Van Helsing?
Lord Holmwood, I would wager those marks were made by another.
In God's name, Professor Van Helsing, what do you mean?
I will show you.
Get away from Lucy's coffin. Are you mad?
I would that I were. Madness would be a happier home than this terrible truth.
Empty?
What does this mean?
This means that the wounds on that child's neck were made by Lucy herself.
What's that you say?
Lucy's alive?
No, she's not alive. She's Nosferatu. The undead are not alive, so they do not grow old. They can go on century after century, feasting on the blood of the living. Some on whom they prey, like Lucy, like the child we saw tonight, like you, Lord Homewood. If I allowed you to give Lucy that kiss, can become undead themselves, so the circle of evil widens.
Now, I've heard some tall tales in Texas, Professor, but this beats anything. I mean, I admit, there's been some strange things going on recently, but...
Come to me, Arthur. Leave those fools with their fears and come to me. You will not kiss me as I lay dying, but come. Come and let me kiss you now. Come, and we can live together forever. Come, my husband, come.
Arthur!
Lucy!
It's not Lucy. That is a thing of evil in her shape, a thing we must destroy.
Destroy?
Is that why you sent Mrs. Mina away? So
Yes.
that wouldn't happen to her?
Yes, she would be safe if she stays in the asylum. The undead cannot enter her house unless he is invited.
But what on earth could this thing be? What manner of man has such malevolent power?
Not a man. Not since long ago when he sacrificed that part of himself. What remains is but a shadow, a swirling maelstrom of evil intent. What remains is Dracula.
We've got a until now if people would like to go to the toilet or have a drink of water.